Sorry. Welcome back, everyone.
Sorry about that.
Uh,
I messed up. I'm not
no,
tech savvy over here, so
it's
sorry
okay.
about that.
It's okay.
All right. So we're gonna finish up with our last question about Aisha's amazing parents, and then we are going to jump into something else. So I guess my last question would be is what is one quality that you hope that you'll always carry with you because of them?
Positive, um, just positive energy, positive outlook. Um, no matter how tough things get, um, I will always laugh. I will always be smiling about something dumb. Like that is just my energy. Um,
Yeah, it
it
is.
it's just and that stuck.
You could be like, I broke my foot, but that's okay because I have another one.
Yeah, like that's just me. Like that's where it
Yeah.
comes from. But like Paul used to say that all the time. Like, Aisha, do you ever have a day where you're sad? And I'm like, I do. And he's like, please let me in on this. And I'm like, I'm sad right now, actually. And he was like, are you? Or are you just bullshitting me? And I was like, no, I am very sad. And he's like, why are you sad? And I was like, because it's summertime. I want to go back to school. And he's like, so, but that was just me. You know what I'm saying? Like that was me. Um, that's just I don't know if there's a magic to it. Like honestly, like it's just so weird to come across people that don't understand that like it's easy to be positive all the time. Because when I do have down moments, I will start laughing because I'm like, I'm an ugly crier. You know, something so stupid will make me start laughing.
Yeah.
And that's just me. So I don't know. I don't, I don't know. So yeah, that will be my forever
That's good
takeaway.
stuff. Thank you
So
for sharing like your awesome parents.
thank you, thank you for bringing those questions. Thank you for making me almost cry. So like that's
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
I can like say that, in all the families, throughout my life that I've come across,
Mm,
I would say that like your family and I remember my first boyfriend Brian,
okay.
his family, like both your families are just two of like the most beautiful families that I have ever met.
Aw, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Little
you're
did you
welcome.
know, once you left the house, like we bring out the wrestling ring and wrestle for like who's having steak tonight. No, just kidding. Could you imagine? Oh my lord, could you imagine? That's actually sounding very funny. Um,
I can see you guys doing that though, especially
oh
like you and mom.
yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
yeah. Let me add this before I get into our next topic. Thank you for all the questions, though. That was awesome. I feel like a celebrity now, so I'm gonna get in my Porsche Cayenne, and I'll
You
see
are
you
a
later. I'm gonna go get
celebrity.
my pumpkin latte. No, just kidding, just kidding. I was joking. Please don't take that
It's too
seriously.
early for that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. So, I think it was last night I brought it up, and Dane and I had a laugh. So even though Dad had stopped cross country, he still would take days where he'd make have a sleep out or something for one of his deliveries. So it was us with Mom, and so remember how the hallway was, where it was like the closet door, and then the hallway to the bathroom, and then the bedroom was to the back.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I don't even. Me and Dane were like, we should have been twins. We were just absolute terror for Mom. So we're playing, and I don't even remember, but we were pretending like we were like fighting, and we actually broke the closet door off the hinges. But Mom's showering, so so sorry, Mom. So, cause she she's like, what the hell is that? That's all you hear. Hi, Baba. That's all you hear from the bathroom. And we're like, oh my God. So I pick him up and I pick up the door and I'm like, he's like, I got an idea. So we get in the closet and we're both holding the closet door. So it's back on the hinges and we're like, she opens the door. She's like, don't let. She's like, I swore down I just hurt. Are y'all okay out there? And we couldn't answer. She's like, shit, let me hurry up get dressed. So she closed the bathroom door back and we're like, oh. So we quickly put it back up on its, right hinges and like just go get food
The
and
hinges.
then sit down. Yeah. Lisa, we sat down and we're minding our business. Her mom comes out of the bathroom and she's like, how come y'all didn't answer me? Y'all guys are fine. And we're like, wait, what happened? We didn't hear you past the TV. What happened? And she was like, y'all okay? You didn't hear any of that? We're like, hear what? And she was like, okay. And then she just goes in the bedroom and we're like, I was like, I won't tell, okay? And he's like, me neither. Oh my God, Lisa.
And you two still haven't changed because you're still terrors.
We're still terrors. The same exact way. We still pretend to be mannequins if we're in the store together. We are just obnoxious. So
I could see that.
But that was us. That's gonna segue into the topic I have now, where we grew up in a time where it was sci-fi, horror, and comedy, and we didn't really care when the internet did come along, the dial-up, the lightning and the key, and the hang up the phone, I'm on the internet. We grew up in a time where that became a thing. But we only used it for school. So maybe every now and then when Dane got a little bit older, we used it to be the administrators who watched over chat rooms and watched for tiny people predators. And that's what Come here. That's what we did on our downtime when we were up late on the weekends. And we would just troll chat rooms, AOL chat rooms, and point out the creepers in there. And that was our thing. That was our thing. However,
that sounds like a good time, actually.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, because I was like, man, AOL's still up. Let's go get it. So, but I think they just officially closed AOL down, if I'm not mistaken, like beginning of this year, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
So, with that being said, today's topic is FOMO, being raised by influencers. So, the opening paragraph, I really had to think about this. Because I realized the internet wasn't the problem, but it created the influencers. And it wasn't so much the internet as it was the apps we use and install. Like, influencers really weren't that serious until we hit like TikTok type levels where they came with snake oil salesman shit. So, in today's society, it is so hard to navigate the world we live in as we know it. But I wanted to put knew it because for us it was as we knew it. Before the internet started dropping or implementing the ideas of, I really do need that, all of us are strangers in our own right because of all the nonsensical junk being thrown in our faces by people who care nothing for us. So, this.
Oh, true.
Yeah, this for me was you asking about my parents, and now I come to realize these are one and the same for a lot of kids who are now raised by the internet, by the television that now can sell you anything. Having a television that is connected to the phone, I'll be sitting there looking at something and it's like, should we send this ad to your phone to purchase item? And I'm like, what? Am I that old that this is like Demolition Man, Blade Runner, like RoboCop? We are now like, we used to watch those movies as kids and be like, oh my God, I'm so entertained. And every time something stupid happens, whether it's the government or just in society in general, I'm like, damn, how did we get to this level of like, I feel like somebody's writing a plot to this storyline. Just, my mind is blown. I don't know. It's just so weird. Um, for you, as busy as you were with all the working you were doing, what are some things you could throw out there? I don't want to ask a direct question, but what are the things that you could throw out there about how simplified it was to not put an electronic in your child's hand to keep them distracted?
It, like I look now at what the kids, so many parents, they just like, here, take the tablet, or, here,
Mm-hmm.
just look at the phone while we're out to eat, or things like that. And like being that, like, we're kids of like the 80s, like we played outside all the time. Like, what we had back then is completely different to what kids have now. So like I knew when Shane was born, like obviously those things weren't a thing yet, but I still wanted to make sure that he had the childhood that I had. And
Mm-hmm.
even when phones started becoming a thing, I didn't let him have one right away because he was still young. And I didn't want him to be like, not like brainwashed. I didn't want him to like, focus on that because he would always be like, well, this person has a phone and this person has a phone. I'm like, that's okay, go outside and play, or, whatever it was. Um, so I think that not having like a tablet for him, I think it's hard to say because maybe if I was a different generation, it would have been easier for me to give him a tablet. But being that I grew up in a generation where all we did was stay outside and do things,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's all that I knew to do with him. Like, we would go to the park and play Jurassic Park, or we would play zombies, or, we were
Oh my
just
God,
always
yes.
outside doing things. So, like, I don't even, like, if I were like a parent now, I don't even think that I would go with the tablet because I still remember enjoying like my childhood always being outside, and I would want that for, my child.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we're on the same. Okay. We're on the same. And I remember you constantly, like, I would spend weekends with you where if, we both had off the same days and stuff. I remember, like, bringing Dane and then, like, we'd have, like, one big, family party. Like, and
Yeah.
we all kept each other entertained. We were all playing and just having a good time.
Yeah.
Like it was just so crazy. We would watch a movie for us, then they would watch their cat dog, and they would watch oh my god, there were so many cartoons they would sit and watch, but we were just as entertained as adults. I mean,
Yeah.
we were still entertained. We'd go to the park, we'd go for a little
Yeah.
walk. So yeah,
Exactly.
it was just so different. And yeah, I
Like we went to, where did we go? We went to the Statue of Liberty. Like we
did
were
the,
always doing something,
yeah,
not just focused on TV.
waterfront, like like there were so many places like
Yeah,
you
all
guys
the
were constantly.
waterfront.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um okay, now here's the other thing. I'm going to skip this question and go on to the other one. Are you aware of the kids? Okay, so for anybody who doesn't get it or does not remember, FOMO is the fear of missing out. And to me, FOMO is the modern day version because I was like, oh my God, yes, it clicked. FOMO was the modern day version of what our parents and grandparents went through as keeping up with the Joneses. I would hear that
Mm.
topic all the time. And it's like you pull up in your driveway and you look over and neighbor Tim has a brand new Bronco, and then you look this way and neighbor Mr. Johnson has a new Cadillac, and you're like, "Oh, and I'm still driving around in this POS." Per se, the car wasn't a POS. It just wasn't anything brand new like what your neighbors on the sides have.
Yeah.
And funny enough, this guy's getting in his Bronco like, damn, they just put a pool in their yard. I want that pool. it's a continuous cycle of I need that. But we now have at our fingertips, like you pick up your phone and you're like, oh, Amazon, what am I buying today? You know, you're on TikTok. TikTok is a disease. I don't care what anybody
It
says.
is a disease.
Like, I was on there the one day and I'm watching a video and it keeps telling me that I wanted to buy that wig. And it's like flashing. And I'm like, is this an actual commercial? Like a product endorsement? Like, what is happening? And I'm in the chat section and I'm like, is this to really buy stuff? Or and they're like, yeah, you're in an actual. I scrolled up just enough to reach a live TikTok shop. And I was like, I had no idea. So you couldn't even hit certain buttons on your screen. Otherwise, that's you buying something from that person trying to sell you that stuff. Never seen this person in my life. Had no idea what was going on. And I'm like, bruh. Like, that stuff is so bad. It's like, at least QVC, what our parents had, like, if you didn't have that phone on speed dial, you missed the sword collection on a damn set.
You missed it. There's only 3 left. Who's gonna get it?
The ceramic dolls, the swords, the Chinette set. Like, what the hell is this?
God.
You can only have but so much of it. Granted, I say the same thing now, and I have like 4 different wigs, 2 particular that are like expensive, $30 expensive to me, and then 2 that are like discount, like I might as well have taken it out of the trash. But I guess my point is, I'm buying at my own will. Because I didn't buy them like that. I bought them out of, okay, when winter time comes around, I need to be ready for work. I don't have time to sit and dilly-dally and find a style.
Yeah.
Versus the things that I see these kids maxing out their parents' credit cards. Please tell me you've seen that.
Yeah.
That's one where that boy spent like $24,000 on his mom's credit card. I don't even remember what he bought. But I'm just watching it and I'm like, is this even real life right now? Like, are we really, like, how did he get her card? What was the process of her giving him his own phone, mind you? Because that was the one thing I went back to read. She bought him his own phone so he could contact her anytime he was coming home from school. And I was just like, what non-kid phone did she buy his ass that he could be shopping on there? Like, what non-phone? Like, there are kid phones that lock. Like, they don't do anything but call mom and dad for emergency. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I saw his phone and I'm like, oh, that's a damn iPhone. Like, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, yeah, I guess she had it coming. In all honesty, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Guess she had it coming, you know. Heading into now, do you ever get those moments where you're watching videos and you're like, I would beat that child's ass? Because you know we're not allowed to beat kids.
Oh.
Like, that was a new one for
Yes.
me. When they said you can't beat your kids anymore, I'm like, who's watching me? Like, oh my God. I know AI makes certain videos, but there's a video where this kid, I think they got him a PS4 for Christmas, but at the time that was the latest system.
Okay.
And he was like, no, because I didn't ask for this. I wanted, insert what the system was. He's screaming so loud, the speaker's like, I can't hear what he says. But Lisa, when he takes it and picks it up and just throws it on the ground, and it just like, the face of it breaks off. And I was like, oh, right. And the mom's crying. She's like, I can't believe you would do that. And the dad's like, get your ass in the room. Like, we would have got our asses beat. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, we would have. Yep.
Like, no grounding, no taking things
He would just give
away.
us a look and we're like,
Right.
no, I know. Yeah, it's crazy. I
I,
have to be like, I'm really grateful because I don't know how, but Shane was like such a good kid
mm-hmm.
that like I never had to. There's only one time like I did like, whoop him a little,
Yeah.
and that was because like he wouldn't eat his food because he didn't want like spaghetti anymore. I'm like, "Whew, no, Shane, we're not doing this. But like when he was a kid, like he was like such a good kid. Like he
hmm
didn't have like little temper tantrums. We didn't go into the stores and he needed to have this or have that, like when he was younger.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't act like that, but he did. I remember there was one time he bit me because like kids go through those biting phases
Oh, yeah.
and I bit his little butt right back and then he never bit anybody after that.
You know,
So,
I miss parenting like that. Like a bite for a bite.
yeah,
Like, I miss that shit.
exactly.
Like, parents just don't. Like, the child will bite them, and then they snatch their arm away, and I said, no, no, you gotta bite him back.
No, yeah, exactly.
Technique works,
Yeah.
man. Like, especially when I remember this one lady said her dog had nipped at her, so she bit the dog back. And it was where she bit the dog. She's like, she just held eyes, like, let's do this. And the dog, she said the tail went right between the legs and she just walked away. I was like, yeah, yeah, you learn. Like, don't do this shit. Like, I mean, as
Yeah,
an adult,
exactly.
if I had to bite somebody, yeah, I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. So, my main
It
concern
is
is
what
if
it
I
is. I
ever
agree
had,
with you.
if you gotta, like, I don't know. There was something I was watching about women protecting themselves one time, and this guy's like, just bite the guy. And I'm like, no, we don't know he had cooties. We don't know.
Yeah, ew.
Like, bruh. Brother, ew. So it was just like,
I mean, I guess if it's a life or death situation, I would probably, if they were close enough, I would probably bite them. But still, I think that would be like a last resort.
I guess, I guess. And then we try it, and then the person bites us back, and we're like, okay, that was pointless. And then they're like, my mama bit me too, bitch. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Sorry, just thought I'd try. Could you see us running a
Yeah.
safety course?
My God,
We'd be horrible.
that would be
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah.
That would be a good time.
It would be. It would be. I don't think anybody would learn anything whatsoever, but it would be
No,
fun.
absolutely not.
It would be fun. Um.
They would learn how to have a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Like somebody's trying to rob. What do you do? Oh, just dance. Just dance. Just let it all out. Stop dancing.
That crazy. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that would make more
Yeah.
sense. Um. There was one other thing that I started giggling about as I thought about the FOMO and influencers. And what had me giggling was, do you remember when, like, the mall was the thing? Like, you go to the mall and just walk around and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, was cackling at the fact that the influencers must be children of the perfume ladies in the mall. Like, they didn't take no for an answer, and you're walking by and they're like, "Tss," and then they would just like back off, and you're like, God, why do you keep spraying people? Like, I'm allergic. What are you doing? And they were the modern day.
They really had no shame.
No, no, zero. And this spray you with was so
Yeah.
nasty smelling. Like,
Yeah. They
God,
didn't care.
no, it's horrendous. Like, God, ma'am, cut that shit out. I think those now are the influencers. Like, that would be second generation, actually, because those perfume ladies were like that age then. So I think the influencers of today would be the grandkids of the perfume sprayers. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I
how it
think you're
would
probably
be.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, because the perfume ladies
Yeah.
were the snake oil salesmen, the door to door like vacuum salesman, or the expensive knife set salesman. Then they started staying indoors and just spray perfume on people. And now we have the influencers who are constantly trying to upsell you on makeup and hair care shit that you don't need.
Hmm.
at all.
Exactly.
Um, oh god, I can't stand that. So, uh,
I know.
like I hope we're.
I think because I can't stand it, I don't fall for it.
I would think so. I would feel like yeah, that could be the maybe
I don't
maybe
know. I like I hate like pushy people and like when they just sound fake, I can't.
right.
Like no, I wouldn't buy anything from you.
Like I'm going through it and I'm like because I will say I did buy something off of TikTok, but mind you, it was one of those traveling snack trays.
Okay. No, there's certain things that make sense. Like, okay, that makes sense to have something like that. But like
Right.
you obviously don't fall for like, oh my God, look at this pretty makeup that this girl has and the way she's selling it, I need to have it. But if it's like something cool, that's different.
Okay, thank you. That makes me feel better. I think also the difference in this whole thing is how condescending some of these girls selling the makeup are. And
Mm.
like I watched this one girl, this woman's asking her if they have them in such and such a shade. I don't know makeup like that. I worked at Clinique, but I don't know makeup. So the lady's asking her this, and she's like, well, maybe if you did your makeup every day, you would. Boo boo, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Everybody you would think in the chat area would come to the woman's rescue. And they're like, if you don't know this line, you should see yourself over to the Fenty. And I'm like, oh, and y'all still making bank,
My
like talking to
goodness.
people like this? I
That's
was,
crazy.
I still don't even know what was going on in that moment that she spoke to that woman like that. How this girl was making bank, I don't know. Like, God, they are such a different set of people. And it's not even just, I mean, the influencers have
Yeah.
this shit ass mentality half the time. Like, oh, they are the group of kids that were never spanked, I'm assuming. Um, they are the phone smashers, the game console smashers. They are the talkbackers. Like I don't think
Yeah.
we'll ever get justice from these kids whatsoever. Like that's so fucking obnoxious now that I think about it. Like, oh wait, okay, because they all sell to each other, and then you have the what are those called, nepo babies?
Oh yeah.
So now maybe that's also what saved you is that you weren't just like money, 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 money. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the influencers have nepo baby response to things. Like
Mm.
realistically, Shane says, "I don't want spaghetti," right? And then you're like, "Okay, so now you're getting them dressed, and y'all are heading to the supermarket to go get chicken nuggets or something." Do you see what I'm saying? Or going to the local McDonald's and getting chicken
Yeah.
nuggets and French fries. Like,
Yeah. No.
I would think that that would also be the other. How would you say the flip side to that coin?
That's something.
Yeah. So was
Yeah.
Jay like that though? Was Jay the go getter? Like like
Jay wasn't around enough. So what? Like he was out of Shan's life by what, like maybe like 2 years old or something? 2 or 3 years old.
oh damn. Okay, so
Yeah.
that makes sense then.
But it wasn't until like Shane got like a little older when he got like, picky with food and like, I don't want to eat that because like I lived on spaghetti because I loved it. So I was always making spaghetti. And he's like, I don't want to eat that. I'm like, you're gonna fucking eat that shit. Oops, sorry.
But that's different. That's different. I mean, we all get to that age where, like, I remember when I finally got to the age and I was like, I'm not eating that chicken, you know? And mom and dad were like, what are you gonna eat then? You know, like stop the world, don't let it rotate, you know? And they were like, what do you mean you don't like?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like it. It's got that nasty stuff, you know? And like, that was rough. I was the only kid on the whole. We talking a black family, like we going to moms, you know, like Nana Poppies. And then I'm saying I don't want fried chicken. Like, like, where, whose child are
God.
you? You know what I'm saying? Like, whose child are you? Like, you don't eat fried chicken? I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. So, being put in that position, I totally get where Shane's coming from. Certain things, like as a kid, you start to like taste buds are getting crazy. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, absolutely. But at the
Yeah.
time, like, it was like a rough time. Like, being a single mother, like, wasn't
Yeah.
easy. So, like, if like pasta was affordable. So it's like, we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
eat that because like that's all I can afford right now. So,
See,
but I guess like it wasn't until that time, wait, I guess it was like several years after that when like the internet started becoming like a thing. And then
okay.
that's when like he got this mentality of like, I need to be a millionaire. How come I'm not a millionaire? I'm like, I'm 12 years old. I should be making money like these other kids. So, like, that's when we were talking about before about that. He's like part of that generation where like they got kind of screwed by seeing all these so much money and stuff. But I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, no, no. That was. I was actually going to ask a question that you just went into. So now that furthers my question into. But do we also see the lives that those kids don't have as kids because their parents sell them out for the $1 million?
Yeah. But at that time, like obviously, talking to like a 12-year-old about this stuff, like they don't want to hear that. All because all they see is like, oh, well, I want to have watches and I want to have jewelry and I want to have a mansion and I want to have this. And it's like, and it was like hard for me because like I'm not materialistic. And it's like, Shane, like obviously I understand that it was coming from like internet, like, having like all this exposure and,
Mm-hmm.
seeing like all these like in his age bracket having all this like expensive stuff. And, he's a boy, he wanted that stuff. And I'm like, Shane, I'm like, I raised you to be like completely opposite, not like a materialistic
Right.
kid. So like sometimes that was hard.
That is, yeah, that's a scary position. I would assume for anybody to be in, really, like you're not materialistic. You don't date materialistically. You don't friend materialistically. And here you have this child seeing the eyes through a different generation completely via internet, phone, computer, whatever it is, however they're seeing it, and it
Yeah.
becomes you're valued by the car you're driving, the house you're owning, the
Yeah.
phone that you have just, oh wait, I need another new one. Like you you devalue your own life at that point, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah. No, absolutely.
you're now
Luckily,
worthless.
he like snapped out of that
Thank
like
God.
years later. I know. So now he's like so reasonable. Like, he
Right.
has like an older car and he's like, well, I don't really drive anywhere. Like, I'd rather have money to travel than
Good.
spend like 600, $700 a month on like a car and stuff like that. So now he's like, compared to where he was, like when he was like a preteen into his teenage years and even into like the early adolescence, like
Mm-hmm.
he's completely opposite now. Now he's like, he gets it. He's like smart about it.
Thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
okay, so we are down to the last 5 minutes. Thank you so much for the questions you gave me. Um,
Oh,
th-
thank you for sharing stuff about your amazing parents.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Thank you. Um, Thank you for the understanding that the generations, we've now figured it out. So people stop buying from the modern day snake oil salesmen that were perfume people that sprayed us once in a lifetime ago. And hopefully, this gives you guys some insights that you're not alone raising your children. Stick to the values you were taught as a child, good ones, good values.
Um, yeah, the good values,
Good
I was gonna
values.
say,
Yeah,
because
sorry.
my upbringing, my life was completely opposite of like my family was completely opposite of your family.
Right. So we will have to cover that in an episode coming up. So then people could see the two differences. But it doesn't mean you have to go out there and QVC yourself to death either.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, because I don't know, sometimes certain households will have certain outcomes, but yeah, there's no reason you should be buying that Chinette set again. So,
No, exactly.
after the first 5, you don't buy it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Do an opposite of like the bad families.
Okay. But yeah, so thank you for your time. Thank you everyone for joining us. Any last words?
Yeah, thank you. No, I guess like if there's things like because as you can see, like what we're doing, like we're just talking about like whatever's on our mind that day and things that are important to us or things that like we want to share. So if there's anything that you guys are interested in us talking about, like let us know. Because we just like to talk and have fun. And these are things that we would be doing we didn't, if we weren't on screen right now. We just like
Yes.
message each other all day and talk to each other. So we're like, let's include other people and like, like just see who's going to benefit or what we can
Mm-hmm.
learn or, anything that you want to share, like share with us or if anything you want us to talk about, like just put it in there. What about you? Any last words?
No, I couldn't say it better. Like, that was good. Thank you. Thank you. So,
You're very
yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. Anyway, so before this cuts out on us, we're going to be responsible adults because I can't seem to ever get it together and shut the damn mouth. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Got some good stuff in store for you guys. And have
Yes,
a
we do.
wonderful weekend. Yeah. Have a wonderful
Have
weekend.
a wonderful weekend.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Toodles.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
So wait. Love you.
Love you.